player must choose a path. Each path leads to a way of life. Every step taken, every turning along the way, influences future events. Each player must find a way through the maze to their ultimate destiny.
This is the story of how Silas Crabbe found a path through life to his ultimate destiny. Silas Crabbe was born in Victoria Street, where everyone was poor. Everyone, that is, except Henry Hollis, who kept the shop on the corner. He wore chunky gold rings on every finger, and his clothes looked new every day. And whenever you saw him, he was puffing on a great fat cigar. Henry Hollis was everything Silas Crabbe wanted to be. He had everything Silas Crabbe wanted to have. He was known everywhere as Horrible Henry Hollis, but that never seemed to bother him. There's always a smile on his face, a smile that told the world that Henry Hollis had made it. As he grew up, Silas Crabbe wanted only one thing out of life, to be as rich as Horrible Henry Hollis.
A path in life has now been selected and will influence future game options in the Kingdom of Truth as the path of life unfolds.
Silas was wondering how he would ever have enough money to buy a car like Henry's when Henry himself came out of the shop.
Like it?
He asked, and Silas nodded.
Want to wash it for me?
Silas thought for a moment.
How much?
He said.
How much?
Henry Hollis laughed.
What have we got here, then? A budding whiz-kid, have we? 6pence, whiz-kid. And that's my final offer.
A shilling. It's a big car.
A deal. You're a man after my own heart, whiz-kid. A shilling it is. Mind you, it has to be pristine clean. Not a spot on it.
And there wasn't. Not by the time Silas had finished with it. Three times a week after that, Silas Crabbe washed Henry Hollis's car. And soon the money box Silas kept under his bed was full. His mother said she would look after it for him. But Silas liked to count it himself every night. And anyway, he didn't trust anyone with his money. Not even his mother. Paper boy, delivery boy, Silas Crabbe took on any job Henry Hollis offered him. And all the time, the money piled up in money boxes under his bed. And every night before he went to sleep, instead of reading a book or saying his prayers, little Silas Crabbe counted out the pound notes to see just how rich he was. He never once gave his mother a penny to help with the housekeeping, and he always forgot her birthday. But there was one thing Silas never forgot, and that was what Henry Hollis had once told him.
Look at me. I didn't get what I've got by giving it away, did I? Once you've got it, whiz kid, Hang on to it, or you'll be poor, just like the other dumbos in the street.
Make your selection. The player must choose the path on which he will continue towards his ultimate fate in the kingdom of truth.
Silas began to see that he didn't have enough money. Not nearly enough. He needed to make a real killing. Silas persuaded Henry Hollis not to stock marbles in his shop anymore. He said that the teachers had banned marbles at school, so no children would be buying them. Then he went out and bought thousands of marbles at 10 for a shilling. Silas sold them off to his friends at school for 2 shillings, telling them that Henry Hollis didn't have any in his shop because they were scarce this year, and that anyway, these marbles were rounder than any other marbles in the entire world and cheap at the price. They believed him because Silas had a very persuasive way with words. Somehow they thought if you bought anything off Silas Crabbe, it was bound to be a bargain. Even better, Silas discovered that if he put his money in the bank, he somehow made more money just by leaving it there.
The selection has been made. The life path weaves its way ever onward through the kingdom.
Money for old rope, easy's falling off a log.
The money in the bank made more money, which made more money, which made even more money. As the years slipped by and Silas Crabbe grew up, the money in his bank made a great deal more money. One day, Henry Hollis asked Silas to become manager of the corner shop.
Had my eye on you for some time, Whiz Kid. We're two of a kind, you and me.
What's in it for me, Mr. Hollis?
Silas asked, trying hard not to seem too pleased.
£500 a year. 500 and not a penny more.
Double your offer to 1,000, and I'll double your turnover in a year.
Henry Hollis was none too pleased, but he agreed.
All right then, Whiz Kid. It's a deal. Right, but you better deliver the goods. Here, have this on me.
And sure enough, Whiz Kid Silas, as everyone now called him, except his mother, doubled the turnover, just as he said he would. He bought his first suit and pressed it so that it looked new every day. He bought his first gold ring and began to smoke cigars. And still every night before he went to sleep, as well as pressing his suit, he checked through his bank account to see how much money he'd made. It made him sleep better to know that every day he was becoming richer and richer.
The path you have followed this far cannot be changed, but many future paths await in the kingdom of truth.
Money isn't everything, Silas, dear. His old mother would tell him again and again. Silas ignored his mother, as he had always done. His mother was poor, and Silas had learned to despise poor people. One Monday morning, Henry Hollis came into the shop as usual.
Nice morning, Mr. Hollis.
Said Silas Crabbe. But Mr. Hollis did not look his usual happy self.
It's bad news, Silas. Got to close up. Shut the shop, sell up. So I'm afraid I won't be needing you anymore.
Well, come, Mr. Hollis. What's happened?
Bit of bad luck on the horses. I need the money. Got the bookies after me.
How much are they after you for, Miss Dollis, if you don't mind me asking?
Silas Crabbe was beginning to sense a good deal in the offing.
8,000. Only one thing I can do, sell the shop as soon as I can. They won't wait, those people.
And how much would you be asking for the shop, Miss Dollis?
12,000. Worth all that and a lot more.
I'll give you 8,000. Now, this afternoon. And that's my final offer, Mr. Hollis. Not a penny more.
Henry Hollis looked at Silas Crabbe and smiled ruefully.
I always said you'd go a long way, Silas. It's yours.
And that was just the beginning for Whiz Kid Silas from Victoria Street. A new sign went up over the door. Crabbe's Corner Shop.
Which path will be followed from this point on? It is for the player to choose. Make your selection.
Soon every town and village in the country had its own Crabbe's Corner Shop. Now there was a chauffeur to drive the car, and soon a helicopter to whisk him all over his corner shop empire. Silas left his old mother in Victoria Street and never went to visit her. And he built himself a great turreted mansion overlooking the town so that everyone could see that Silas Crabbe was no longer a jumped-up whiz kid, but a tycoon. He built a wall round his mansion to keep everyone out and lived there alone with an army of servants. He lived like a king in his palace. There was always more wine in the cellar and a servant to pour it for him. He didn't even have to run his own bath.
Almost ready, sir.
He had no real friends, but then he didn't want any. And every night, before he retired to his great four-poster bed, Silas checked his computer terminal to see just how rich he was that day and to gloat over it.
Make your selection. The kingdom of truth offers paths to many different goals. A victory on one path may be a defeat on another. The player must select.
Then one night, Silas had a dream. He dreamed of someone who was richer than he was, and that worried him. So he woke up a little earlier than usual and rang the bell for breakfast. One of the servants appeared with the tray. Silas could never remember all their names. So long as they all did what they were told, it didn't matter. Silas Crabbe sat up in bed.
Tell me, old man, who's the richest man in town?
You are, sir.
Quite right. And who's the richest man in the whole country?
It says that you are, sir. Anyway, everyone knows that from the newspapers.
And who's the richest man in the entire universe?
It says invalid comparison. Please define wealth and enter. I suppose, sir, that's because the greatest wealth in the universe would be God's.
God?
Well, sir, after all, God made everything in the first place, didn't he? So I suppose that would make him a little richer than you, sir?
God! Damn it, I'm richer than God. I don't even have to get up in the morning. I can just lie here and my wealth triples every year. I'm richer than any god, I tell you. What's he got that I haven't?
It says the parameters of wealth have data components outside the subset financial wealth.
Oh, what does that mean? There's only one kind of wealth, that's money.
If you say so, sir. If you say so.
I do say so, damn you! I'm so rich I could buy God. I'll show you. I'm going out today, and I'm going to buy God, and I'm going to stick him on the wall. You see if I don't. Then we'll see who's the richest man in the universe. I want to buy the best picture of God there is. Don't care how much it costs. There. Ha! See? I bought God. Cost me well over $1 million, but I bought him. So God can't be richer than me, can he?
Silas Crabbe feasted alone that evening as he always did, and drank a bottle of his very best wine to celebrate. And as he lay back in his great four-poster bed that night, he looked up at God and said,
Who's God now, then, old man? Who's God now?
As Silas slept that night, he dreamed. He dreamt that God came out of the picture and spoke to him.
Silas,
God said,
you may have more money than any man alive, but that won't help you. Not now.
What do you mean? Money can buy everything, can't it?
What it has bought, you can't take with you. Not where you're going. Before the sun comes up, Silas, you will be dead. Tell me, what use will all your money be to you then? For all your bank accounts, your chain of shops, your cars, your houses, you're just a man, dying with no love in your soul, and no thought for anyone or anything except money. You are dying a poor man, Silas, and your money cannot save you. Not where you're going.
Where I'm going? What do you mean? Here. Don't I know you? Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
You've seen me often, Silas, but you don't know me.
and suddenly Silas was alone in the room again. In the moonlight, the picture of God shone down on him from the wall.
Make your selection. Make your final selection now. Your chosen goal in the kingdom of truth is close at hand. Make your selection. 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 Your chosen goal in the kingdom of truth is now achieved. The game is over. The game is over. The game is over. Next player, please. 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 Next player, please.
When the old servant came to bring him his breakfast in the morning, he found the picture of God lying on the floor and Silas Crabbe dead on the floor beside it.
Next player, please. 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 Next